This is the Bay Sports Breeze V5, designed by Nordic Kayaks. Nordic Kayaks is a Swedish company dedicated to the development and manufacturing of state-of-the-art surf skis using a combination of CAD and experienced elite paddlers. The Breeze is two surf skis in one. When it's unloaded, it's a very fast and highly manoeuvrable surf ski for fitness and racing. But with a touring load in it, it becomes a calm and stable ski for light and fast touring. It's fully equipped with all the high-tech NK details such as carbon footrests with EVA deck padding, got a carbon rudder at the back, deBrito self-Baler, and carbon carry handles on the inside of the cockpit. It's a really nice, beautifully designed, well thought through surf ski. The kayak itself is 5.05 meters long with a beam or width of 54 centimeters at its widest point, and a height of 28 centimeters at its highest, which is up here. The maximum weight capacity of this surf ski is 128 kilos and has an ideal rider weight range of between 50 and 128 kilograms. The cockpit length from the very rear to the very front can be adjustable for a paddler from 155 centimeters tall right up to a 205 centimeter paddler. The length from the rear part of the seat to the footrest position on its furthest is 126 centimeters. In the back there is a storage hatch which has a 52 litre capacity for a bit of touring and loading some gear, possibly even if you're going to do either a long day trip or even an overnighter. The polyethylene build using HDPE plastic brings the weight of this craft down to 22 kilograms. Starting at the front, this particular craft is an entry-level surf ski. It has a nice V-shaped bow which is designed to slice through the chop, allowing this surf ski's streamlined design to glide effortlessly through the water, and assisted further by a sturdy full carbon fibre rudder system. An extra 80 centimeters of length and 6 centimeters more narrow width makes this a faster surf ski over its rotor molded compadre, the Epic V5. Starting at the front, we have the high quality Nordic Kayaks webbed grab handles attached with metal plates, very sturdy, very solid. As you see, as it runs down and becomes wider towards the cockpit, you reach the drain plug. This is to be released when storing the kayak out in the sun or heat to allow the hot air to escape, and also if you get water inside the hull is used as a drainage point. When out paddling, make sure it's nice and securely closed. At the front you also have a little bungee cord here, so you can put in anything from an extra water bottle. You can put an iPhone there or your mobile phone in a waterproof phone case. In the back you've got your adjustment which adjusts the cord length for your footrest and rudder system. By turning it clockwise it tightens and reduces the length of the cable, and going anti-clockwise it loosens it and makes it longer. This is the footrest length adjustment depending on the height of the paddler. Pulling this back releases the two pins, one on either side, which pop out like so that you can pull the footrest back for a taller paddler or push it forward for a shorter paddler. Simply moving to the adjusted position and then pushing the footrests locks them in place for a nice secure fit. The full carbon fibre footrests are a premium addition to this surf ski, and they have recently added an extra layer of EVA deck padding to the footrest for extra comfort and grip. The footrests themselves, pushing on the left turns your craft left, and pushing on the right turns the rudder to turn your craft right. They're connected through a high quality nylon rope which runs into here, through the inner hull all the way to the rear, which will show you the rudder system. A neoprene with Velcro strap here allows you to adjust the strength. So if you need a nice strong attachment on your feet, if you're going down a bigger wave or need some extra pulling power, then you can really tighten that up so you don't have much play in your feet. Really easy adjustment. In the middle you have your deBrito self-baler, which has two parts for releasing the water. Setting one is one click, which opens it, and another click opens it even more. Simply push on it all the way to close it off again. In the middle you have a stainless steel lock hoop. This is for securing your craft, so you can feed a bike lock or a chain through here to keep your craft secure. In the middle you've got a water bottle holder conveniently located between your knees, so you can quickly grab a sip of water. On the side, very strong full carbon fibre grab handles, very strong, and the use of carbon fibre again just shaves off just tiny bits of weight, but it's all the weight saving that it's about. In the middle you have quite a deep grooved seating position, so you have a lower centre of gravity. As you can see, it's quite wide, so the width and quite a deep seat makes it a bit more enjoyable to paddle, a bit more stability, and not as rocky as some more performance high-end surf skis, making the Breeze V5 great for beginner through to intermediates. The Swede form design means the widest part is behind the cockpit, of which where you have some storage with bungee cord on the deck, so you can store a dry bag. And then in the back here you have one large rubber hatch to keep your gear underneath. Under here in the rear storage section is 52 litres of storage. And as you can see here, there's some drainage channels, so any water splashing over the deck simply runs down these drainage channels and back into the ocean. The hatch is connected with some rope so you don't lose it. Inside you'll have your tools to assemble the rudder system. And as you can see, it's got storage with a sealed bulkhead, so any water that does enter here won't get through to the front of the hull and vice versa. When you unwrap your kayak, you'll notice in the rear there is a piece of foam which you can keep or throw away. It is simply there just to ensure that your surf ski arrives to you in perfect condition and not damaged. It's simply there to support the inner hollow section in case there's weight put on top of it. So you can put it in there if you do wish, or remove it. And then you can see all the storage area goes all the way back. So the whole way, all the way back to the very back end of the ski is storage, and this total volume inside here is 52 litres. The hatch lid has a lip that curves backwards, so the trick to putting the lid on is to get one end on firstly, ensuring it's flush with the bottom, and then work your way up with two fingers pulling up and bending out the sides like this to get it properly over the lid. So as you can see, equal amounts on either side, working your way up, pulling it properly out so it goes over, properly out so it goes over, and at the very end, right over the end, and you can see a nice flush fit. As we come to the rear end of the surf ski, we have the full carbon fibre cover on the back of the deBrito adjustment plate. And then as you move further down, you have another grab handle located at the rear. At the absolute end of the surf ski is a little hole here. That is so that you can put a optional rudder on if you ever would like to. Simply slot the rudder bolt down there and the rudder can sit off the back. Smart Track rudder can be fitted to this one and is available separately for purchase. Underneath is a full carbon fibre Skeg, controlled from your footrests at the front. This gives you obviously your ability to change direction quite sharply if required. So again, you can see the quality components use carbon fibre throughout the whole surf ski. You can see the underside has quite a smooth, flat midsection, which is relatively wide with a soft chine, making it not too tippy. So this is suitable for intermediate, even beginner paddlers who are wanting a nice, fast fitness ski, but not too tippy and value their stability. So surprisingly stable for a surf ski of these dimensions. This is to show you how to install the carbon fibre Skeg on the Bay Sports Breeze V5 surf ski. It comes separately packaged for transport. This will be located inside the rear hatch so that it doesn't get damaged during transport. So what you'll find is the Skeg with a nut attached on the top like so, and then a little orange bag with a little spanner and a tiny Allen key. These are the tools you need. So firstly, unscrew this little nut here. Just put it somewhere safe, like in the bag, so you don't lose it. Remove the carbon fibre plate. Then unscrew the nut. Put it facing with the rudder slanting backwards, like so. Up through like that. Put the top deBrito plate over like so, pushing it all the way down. Then holding with one hand the rudder Skeg nice and straight. Put the nut on like so. And you can just tighten it by hand. And then using the spanner tool, just get it nice and tight. You want to give it a good few turns, getting it nice and secure. You'll feel the rudder with your other hand starting to tighten. Just checking that the rudder is dead straight. And you make sure whilst the Skeg is straight, that the deBrito plate is also straight like so. Then place over the carbon fibre plate. Grab your little screw out. Line it up with the hole and simply tighten. Nice and tight. You'll see that there's no movement in there, and you'll see that this back piece is also square. Keep those tools safe in the bag if you ever need to adjust it or for transport down the future. Put them in the rear hatch or somewhere safe, and then you can double check everything's straight